Hi lads, we're back again. I'm going to have to try and edit this one into the other one, but we'll see will people pop in. Had lightning and thunder here or something because the internet shut off. Hopefully you'll start coming back in here now and we can chat again. Three people in. Do a roll call check there, lads, if you start coming in. Sorry about that. As I said, we had a bit of lightning and we lost everything. My internet shut down and everything, so please come back, lads, if you're coming back. There's two people in anyway. I don't know, will lads start coming back here now, but we'll wait and see. We'll give it a few minutes. Yeah, sorry about that last one. Literally, there was a bang and a flash, and internet went. So I had to reboot everything, try and get everything working. We're back again. So hopefully, lads will start coming in. Start saying hello, lads, if you were on the first live stream. We'll give this a few minutes till we see will lads start coming in. If not, Dutch, how are you? We were talking earlier on, Dutch, and we were chatting away, and then there was lightning or something here because there was a crack and then there was a flash, and my internet went. So I had to start again. So we're here again. So hopefully the lads will start coming back in again now. There was a nice few around. Dutchy was, or Andrew was around, Stan was around, World War Bricks was around. So hopefully they'll start coming back now bit by bit. If not, I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. How was work anyway, Dutch? Hope everything went well for you. Yeah, that was a bit of a panic. Panic stations all around. But we're here now anyway. So we'll give it a few minutes there and we see the lads start coming in, and if not, then we'll try and splice the two videos together. I don't know how I'm going to do, but we'll try it. Howdy, let the others know to look at their notifications. Hopefully they'll join. If you're still on the other live chat, Podrick, drop them a message and tell them we're here. Yeah, we're back again, lads. Hopefully they'll start coming back in bit by bit. It was a bit of lightning and thunder here, and we lost our internet. So I had to reboot everything, and then nothing had started, and it was a nightmare. So we'll stay on for another bit, and I'll keep an eye out the window there just to make sure nothing else goes bang. And we'll see how everything goes. Dutchy's here now anyway. He's only after coming in from work. He's probably getting his dinner, and then he's going to go do something else, I suppose. Work was good, but it was bloody hot. You're in Poland, aren't you, Dutch? What's the weather like over there? Actually, I do have a Polish beret somewhere. And I wanted to know, it's the green one. So I believe the green one is the army or the home guard type thing. I'm not sure. Your information will probably be appreciated on that one, Dutchy. Stan sent me a text. I actually have Stan's number, and he sent me a text saying that he was coming back. So I presume he's probably getting another bottle of Stella and then coming back. Glasgow. Oh, you're in Glasgow, Dutch. Who's in Poland then? There's somebody that comes on and subscribes that's from Poland, or that's Scottish and living in Poland, or English and living in Poland, or something. I don't know. I can't remember. Jim. Is it Jim? Jim, I think is his name. What were we talking about anyway, lads, before we got cut off? I can't remember. Anyone want to refresh my memory? I am here. That's Jim. Jim. Oh, okay, no problem. I knew there was somebody around the place somewhere that was English but living in Poland. Jim Timber. Yeah, that's him. I can't remember what we were talking about because I did such a mess trying to get everything back online. I think I even broke my toe because I tripped over a box trying to get out the door. I'm totally lost about what we were talking about. Well, we're back anyway. Hopefully, lads will start coming back in, and we'll give it a bit of an hour. We'll give it another half an hour, 15 minutes maybe, and we'll see how things go. can't remember what we were talking about. I've totally lost my train of thought. What we were talking about. I can't remember. But we're back anyway. No, wasn't about that. Can anyone remember? Stan, can you remember what we were talking about? Military collectibles. What were we talking about? Can't remember. Also, did you mean Red Army faction Black Sep? That's it. That's what we were talking about. Um, oh, we were talking about the raid on Entebbe by the Israelis. Um, yeah, fantastic raid, very good. DX, we were talking about DX as well, but yeah, but I can remember now we were talking about the raid on Entebbe. Also, did you mean Red Army faction Black September or Palestinians in Jordan? Amply named after their expulsion in the 70s. Yeah, there was so much terrorist organizations going around the 70s. It was hard to keep track of them. You had the PLO, you had, they were everywhere. DX. Yeah, we were talking about DX. I've got a spare room in my work for if your memory gets any worse. Yeah, I probably will need to. I need to start writing stuff down. I really do. Um, I Bladder Bider Mindhoff gang. That was them. They also did the Munich Olympics. There was an absolute mayhem. David, welcome back. Uh, was an absolute mayhem that Olympic when they tried to get the hostages back. It completely backfired on them. But an awful lot of that too was internal politics because the German police at the time, due to the treaty after the Second World War, couldn't have trained snipers and things like that. So it was a bit of a political minefield there. Munich led to the majority of the special forces. Yeah, they did actually. There was two main turning points, I suppose, for like the special forces and stuff like that. The Americans one was definitely the Iranian embassy or the Iranian revolution when their embassy was taken over, and they tried to do a rescue operation, and that went south for them. But they had special forces going back to the Vietnam War, but direct access missions, I suppose, that was their turning point. The British famous one, the Iranian embassy siege in London, was their famous one. GSG 9 came out of Munich. The Israelis have lots and lots of different special forces, but the vast majority of special forces units were formed in the 60s, 70s, and 80s across the world. If you read the details of the hostage situation, it was bloody horrific. It was. In Munich, you're talking about now. Munich was very, very bad. The I can't remember did the SAS say that they would help them, but they turned it down or something. And then after that, then they started looking for SAS help. There was another plane taken over, and I believe they sent over two SAS men to help the GSG 9 deal with that. But yeah, there was an awful lot of mistakes done on that siege. A huge amount of mistakes done on that siege. BMW were called the Bladder Mindhoff wagon. The Bladder, oh God, dark humor. Um, did one of them lived and then was sent to prison? Didn't do that long in prison. The female, who apparently the hostages said she was very, very ruthless. She was sent to prison, and I don't think she served that long in prison. I think she only did like a couple of years, and then she was let go on some politically backtracking. Ooh, excuse me, I don't know where that yawn came out of. So what time have we actually? We have 9:34. So we'll give it another 15, 20 minutes anyway because of getting cut off. Andrew hasn't come back, is he? I wanted to ask him a question. Oh, he's there. Andrew's there. Andrew, your group that you represent or that you do are you from in the UK? Are you in one specific area or are you across the UK? And do you do a multitude of time periods or is it just the World War Two that you do? Um, you can email me. You don't have to answer me here, but just for information for myself, pretty much. Um, Podrick, where have we gone? The Soviets mailed kidnappers in Lebanon. Yes, they did actually. That's a famous one. In Lebanon, of their families' fingers in 1985, no Soviet officials were ever targeted again. The Alpha Squad is feared for reasons, I suppose. What happened was in Lebanon, or there was Israel, there was Russian. I think it was a businessman, and stuff were captured, taken hostage. Alpha Group went over, kidnapped their families, and sent the hostages, or sent the terrorists' family body parts to return their hostages. They did, and there's never been a hostage taken again by a Middle Eastern group or a Russian being taken by a Middle Eastern group because they're absolutely frightened out of their underpants over them. The special forces of today have made such things less attractive to the nasty people. They do. Um, they have Margaret Thatcher, love her or hate her, was probably the most famous person in the world for just taking for being for okay. There's been politically correct and there's using your military to political advantage. She was notorious for it was her way or no way. You had the Falklands, you had the no shoot or the shoot on sight policies that have later been proven. This is factual evidence. The SAS and special forces in the north were given a shoot on sight policy for terrorists and things like that from her cabinet. It is documented, so don't have a canary. Um, the Iranian embassy siege, where officially she did not tell them, but unofficially, apparently, they were told don't take prisoners. She was notorious for that. Yes, the Soviets very were worked. Huh? Yes, the Soviets were worked. I'm not sure what that means, but they wanted the Soviets to force the Syrians to leave Lebanon. Oh, so that's why they kidnapped them. Okay. Mostly the Glasgow area, but some of Carson. We do mostly World War Two, British Army, but just thinking what the Cold War period. Just thinking about the Cold War period now. Oh, very good. Is there many in your group actually, Andrew? Or is it just you and a couple of friends? There's another somebody else here that's actually part of your Jim, isn't it? Jim is part of your group. When I was living in Brussels, there was a terrorist gang doing random shootings all over Belgium. In the 80s, there was a news blackout here in the UK. Hmm, interesting. Maggie handbagged everyone. Um, Maggie Thatcher had her own agenda. I mean, she's hated to this day. Like she's hated in the north. She's hated in the south. Um, she's hated in Birmingham. She's hated in an awful lot of Wales, where she closed coal mines. Poll tax was her brainstorm. Um, a lot of the ironworks and steelworks were all closed over her and her policies. Was that the supermarket attack? That wasn't that not long ago. That supermarket attack. Um, she stole my milk. Who stole your milk? Oh, you're talking about Maggie Thatcher. Um, yeah, the Iron Lady, as they called her. She wasn't the nicest person in the world. I thought that shopping mall though, that shopping mall terrorist thing was in France, where the wasn't there a policeman killed as well in that one after they shot up the newspaper and there was a policeman killed on the road and There was a few incidents in and around there at the same time. That was. I'm almost 100% sure that was Friends. That supermarket one. She was the education minister. That's right. Didn't she stop? She stopped the free milk in schools, and she stopped. Was it canteen meals, subsidized canteen meals as well, something like that? Yeah, I mean, she was. I don't know. She was ruthless, and sorry for getting a bit political here now, but it was the main the it wasn't the workers that she was looking after. It was the it was the hierarchy, the higher classes. That's who she was looking after. No, this was in the early 80s. Oh, okay. Got about 10. Got about 10 that are regular come to shows, plus 4 or 5 others that tip up as when they can do. Oh, okay, that's cool. And you have me. You have your Irish section over here. I'll sign up Podrick and World War and Ollie there, World War One, World War bricks and stuff like that, and we'll go do something. You happy with that, lads? I like the actual little patch door, the sticker. It's cool. Combined Forces Living History Group. Yeah. So you've one more over here. I'll send over my dues. Let me know how much I need. A pioneer of tackle down economics, Reagan was even Reagan was even inspired by her. I don't know how anybody could be inspired by that. I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there. Not. We don't talk about politics here. Not going to talk about politics. But yeah, she was a fucking. But sorry, I will control myself. She created modern Britain. It's a sight to behold as I cycle through it every day. Beggars, down and outs, etc. I've never been a beggar until I was. I've never seen a beggar until I was nearly 30 years in the north. No, you're fine. You can have your opinion. There's no problem. Um, yeah, to the working classes, she's not liked at all. Reagan's economics one for the teenagers. I don't know. Is there anyone? I know who Reagan is. I would know. Is there anyone online that doesn't know who Reagan is, or is there anyone here at the moment? World War Bricks, I believe, if he's still here. Ollie, he's young. I think he's in his 20s. He might remember who Reagan is. Um, Podrick, you were young too, if I remember, aren't you? Um, yeah. Don't forget it was for the leaving cert. Oh no, you're not that young if you had the leaving cert. Or no, the inter was it the junior cert and the leaving cert, and then before was the inter cert. There's two. There's two. For those of you that are joining us from a foreign, there's two main exams in Ireland, a bit like the HSEs in England. You have the junior cert, which is for 16-year-olds lads that are probably going to go on and do trades, become apprentices, carpenters, and stuff like that. And the leaving cert then is for people that are going to go to college because it works on a point system. The more points you get, the more of a chance you have of getting your college course to go do whatever else you want. 2001 and one is my year. 2001 and one is my year. So you're 22? 22? The Scots had a party in George Square when she passed. I would well and truly believe it. Um, there was bonfires and everything lit in the north when she left, on both sides. When she departed this world to go somewhere else. Where she went, nobody knows, but an awful lot of people are hoping it was south of the border and not north. Um, right, guys, we on this second one we've done 19 minutes, so we'll round it up to 30, and then we'll give it a go because I have to go eat. I'm getting hungry. Time have we? That'll bring us. Yeah, it'll bring us up to around the 10 mark. But even the apprenticeships now are 2 years. Mine was 4. Yeah, somebody was telling me that as well. They're having awful trouble here. We have a national registry for guys that are doing apprenticeships and stuff like that. In my area, there is one registered apprentice plasterer. One in the entire of one, two, three, four, about 6 counties. There's one registered plasterer, apprentice plasterer. It's fucking crazy. Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead went number 1 in the charts. Lads, stop now with politics. But very good song to have, in fairness. Pity there was no call for the. Yeah, the black sense of humour is going around tonight. Yeah, how was she cremated if there was no coal? Because she had closed all the mines. But oh, I shouldn't be saying that. Gonna go to hell. Or either that now, or I'm gonna get flagged and I get another email off of YouTube going, please be nice, please be kind, please be generous. Because people get upset when you tell the truth. Or your version of the truth. Yeah. He or she will make a lot of money in the future for a plastering game. Yeah, trades in Ireland now are ridiculous. That's why we're in here, because I'm getting work done with the house. I've had huge. We should hopefully have the whole project finished by August, and then we will be moving out of here again, and we have a bigger space, and we have an actual purpose-built area for the war room. But to try and get trades, plasterers, plumbers, electricians, carpenters. Oh my god, it was like pulling hen's teeth. I have no thoughts on her anyway. Oh, we're going back to Maggie. Yeah, but to get plasterers, plumbers, trades, and stuff like that was nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Bloody brutal. So, yeah, I'm still to this day scared over trying to get work done um, with stuff. So it's crazy, 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 crazy show. We've 17 people online actually, which is fantastic. Now we've 15. Um, I want to say actually to the guys that have subscribed, and those of you that are here that haven't subscribed, go bloody subscribe to the channel. We're up at 417 or something now that I last looked, which is fantastic. I didn't think I'd get that far. So, what we might do is if we get to 500, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I think I might do some type of a competition. Do one for 500, and if I ever get to the 1,000, I'll do one for the 1,000. Or should I hold off till I get to the 1,000 and do one at the 1,000? I don't know. I do not know, because I believe when you reach 1,000 subscribers, apparently YouTube gives me money. Not much, but I believe they give me money for something. Um, I don't do this for the money. I don't really care. I do this as a hobby. Um, I collect military stuff, and I try to engage with you, the public, the subscribers, the guys that make all this possible, by sitting here for Friday night and having a chin wag and a crap talk and stuff like that. So, as I said before, I try and gear the channel to you, with your suggestions and your things, your criticisms. So always at the end of this video, the last video, when I figure out how to put the two of them together, the email will be there for the channel. Email me if you just want to have a crap talk about anything. If you want to donate something, quite fine. If you want me to do a video on it and I'll send it back to you, quite fine also. Or if you just want to have a chat about collecting, if you see something here around me or in the area, yeah, there's no hassle there. There's no crack. Just drop me an email. Just want to have a chat. And what I might do actually, what I could do, I suppose, I don't know would it work or how would it work. I do have a Facebook page. I need to work on that. I need to figure out how to. chatting about nonsense is good for the soul. It is good for the soul. But I do have a Facebook page, but I don't use it. So I need to try and figure out. It is Shanahan Militaria. So I need to rename it, and I need to try and figure out how to connect the videos from YouTube to that. That could be my project for the weekend. I need a personal assistant some weekends. But anybody want to be my personal assistant? I'm only joking. I can't pay that well. If I could pay you at all, probably won't pay you. I can feed you biscuits or something. So, right, lads, we're going totally off on a tangent. Have any of you any more questions in relation to collecting for the next 5-10 minutes? And I'm drinking cold tea, but sure, what can we do? Kenny, Batman? I'm not sure what you mean, Kenny, by Batman. What have any of you any collections questions in relation to collecting or militaria for the last 5-10 minutes before we log off, sign off? Is Military Collectible still on, or has he gone home? Has he gone to bed? Because I want to ask him a question, because he'd probably know more than I would. If he's not, it's fine. An RAF officer slate Batman. Batman. Their technical name is Orderlies. Actually, is a Batman. Military Collectibles. You're still here, right? The regiment of the German army that we refer to as initials for political correctness questions. There had a green collar, the same as the Wehrmacht during the Second World War, right? When did they change from the green collar to the regular without the green collar? Or because I've seen, I know that's the M36, if I remember, is the one with the green collar, and the other one is the M40 pattern or M43 pattern when they lost the green collar. Because I'm contemplating on putting a uniform together for a comparison, because you lot of buggers have talked me into saying that I need to start collecting that stuff, because I do have to have a comparison if I'm starting to do World War II reenacting. There's an event in the Dumfries and area on the 21st and 22nd of August of this year, if I'm up for it. Oh, that could be a plan. And I am vaccinated, and I do have my 2 jabs, and I could drive to Belfast and get the ferry across. Drop me an email, lads. We might be able to work out something. Runes, them fellas that were runes. Run runes, them fellas. Runners. Sorry, I think you mean runners. Runners was a different job. An orderly was a guy that was cook and clean and look after the officer. And runners, they did double as runners. Sometimes they ran up different patterns. Collars are down to the pattern of tunic. The grey collar was the most widely used and seen regular than the green. Okay, so that sort of answers my question. Because I'm trying to, if I am going to put one together, I want to put one together that will give me a selection of the actual war rather than just a specific period. The grey collar will cover the greater part of World War II. Okay, so that answers that question. So that's what I was thinking. Thank you, CJ. That helps with that. I know there was a talk about it, but is there any place for cheaper SLR DX or anything? My 2 SLRs are airsoft, and I bought them in a shop in Dublin. And if you send me an email, I will tell you where I got them, but I can't tell you online. Okay? So send me an email and I will tell you where I got my DX. Where are we gone? Where do you see the future of deactivated firearms? I'm aware this different in Ireland, but do you think it has a future? Yeah, there'll always be a collector's market there for DX. Um, the the DX will always be there, and the way that they have the European Commission now has or the European government or European Council or whatever you want to call them, has it done. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're not cock and click and stuff, and it does make it a bit of a pain in the butt, but at least it's something. So I think there'll always be a market there. There'll always be collectors for stuff like that. Where have we gone? What about airsoft? Yes, yeah, mine too are airsoft. That's the timber version. That's an airsoft version. I need to darken the timber a small bit. They're made by Aries, and then I have the plastic version as well. Knock them all. Oh, knock them, don't fall. Back. Both made by Aries. So, there you go. Where have we gone now? Very well, that shall be done. Thank you very much. Jim, hello. We were talking about you. Welcome. I'll email you the link. Perfect touch. Sound. Jim, I might be going to Scotland. We'll see. My WE gas blowback G3 is great. Are we going to play this? Are we going to play this game? My one's bigger than your one. There's my G3. Actually, has parts in it. This top cover, this top half is real. The stock is real. You can see that. The front. This is still air soft because there's an actual motor that goes in there for it. But this foregrip then is real. And it's quite weighty because it's got the real steel in it. Bloody hell, Jim! Too much Polish rocket fuel. You must have fell asleep. This Jim is on the beer, is he? Oh, right. Don't move. Okay. SLR, beautiful weapon. It is a beautiful weapon. Well, I've covered everything that I have there. There's one or two new ones that are on the way. There's an MP40 coming, and there is in talks of trying to do a deal on an MP40 and to throw a deal on a Sten gun, both airsoft as well. Scotland will welcome you, my friend. Falche the whole here. See, Andrew sent me my sticker. So as I said, lads, I know I'm lacking in my subs and stuff, but just send me over what I owe you, and I'll pay you off in biscuits. But yeah, that's the crack. So lads, it's 33-32. No, it's 33-33. That's a famous thing. Say trees 33-33. Stan being out fixing the gate. Just started on the fort now, and you could still manage to fix the gate. Fair play to you. I got a nice Wembley MK5 or World War II loadout. Pistols, believe it or not, are actually harder to get in Ireland. DAC pistols, you can get airsoft pistols, no problem. But DAC pistols are hard to get. I'm frightened. Right, lads. So, it was lovely chatting to you. It was lovely talking to you. And sorry about the hiccup. I'll try and figure out how to splice the two of them together later on. If not, I'll just put them both up separately and have to figure it out from there. Videos coming up Sunday. This Sunday, I'm actually doing 2 videos. I told you about the Mark 6, how to convert it into a riot helmet. That's coming up, and there is a surprise coming up as well. So, surprise on Sunday when you see it. Friday, usual time, 8 o'clock, live stream. And we'll see you after that. Yeah, and as I said, if you want to bang off an email, if you want to talk to me during the week or any information, send it on to my email that will be at the bottom of the video description. Please leave comments, likes on any of the other videos, and I will try and get around to answer them. I do try and get around to answering them all bit by bit. Just takes a bit of time. Okay, so have a good weekend, everyone. Stay safe and enjoy yourselves, and I will see you next week.